a kick it. Yo, bust it out before the
Okay, gentlemen, listen up. I don't need to go over the game plan again. We all know what we got to do. Wanted to let you know I'm proud of the work we've been doing around here. Sharp practices, attention to detail all around. Also wanted to make it official. I'm inserting one of our up-and-comers into the starting lineup tonight. Let's help him out. Make sure the pressure doesn't get to him.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it, dog.
We all get one chance to shine. Best make it count.
Hey, there you are. I've been looking for you.
Yeah, you found me. What's going on?
Word's come down, Coach is going to add you to the starting lineup tonight. And being a starter means we need to set you up with some of your own intro music for when your name is announced.
Yeah, that's right. I ain't even think about that.
Well, that's why I'm here. So look at the options, think about what you want, and we'll get it set up with the ops team.
Okay, no doubt. This is all kind of hard to believe.
You've been playing great. You deserve this moment. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
And now introducing your at the point, standing.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. With Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Doris Burke will be along, too, from the sideline. Last game for the Nets, a loss to Denver in the Rockies. And that does your confidence guys no favor. They got manhandled in that one. It wasn't pretty. And a long time in the making for one tremendous young athlete. We'll get a look tonight at the first ever NBA start from Norris.
And I think we knew this would happen. He's shown the team, he's shown the fans just the potential, the talent. I think it was just a matter of time before he became a starter in this league.
And that's not to be taken lightly either, Steve. I mean, it's a big role that he's jumping into here. And I know foremost in his mind is being able to be a guy that the coaches can trust and that they made the right decision in making him their guy. So I think it'll be interesting to see how it pans out.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Deron Williams out there with Allen Anderson. And it's Young. Then it's Johnson. And it's Lopez in at the 5, patrolling the paint. Now here's Evans. 14 points from him the last game against Toronto. And it's good.
You know, the defense didn't exactly try to fight around that screen, and that's why it turned into the easy basket.
Tyreke Evans is an athletic slashing guard. He's really gifted at getting to the rim. But I think his outside shot, the inconsistency of his outside shot has held him back a bit. Ironically, he's a pretty good free throw shooter, but still lacks that touch from mid-range on field goal attempts.
Here's Gordon. Deron Williams picking up that last basket. Gordon kicks to Cole. Pass to Evans. Clock at 6. Evans off the pick from Norris. Off the pick. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
Very effective screen to set up the jumper, and that was the key to that play.
Nets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Johnson kicks to Lopez. It's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. Lopez has got his first points of the night. Here's Cole. Right now averaging 7 points a game. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And he gets it to go. Nets trail by 4. Williams passes to Young. Young, right side. Johnson kicks to Williams. Back to Johnson. Johnson, right side. That's good. Joe Johnson. And it's the Pelicans with the ball. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Well, they were lucky it wasn't a blowout because they didn't put forth a very strong performance in that one.
Yeah, they just couldn't find anything to work for them, Steve. No matter what approach they used, it was futile. This New Orleans team is now in their second season as the Pelicans. The name, which was subject to some critique early on, has actually turned out to be nice for the franchise with a new group of players, new ownership, and it fits nicely into creating a new identity.
Now here's Williams. 17 points for him last game against Denver. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. When you talk about the Pelican mascot, Steve, wingspan, a term that definitely applies to this team and the young Anthony Davis.
Yeah, it's a great name. You know, Davis was last year's leading shot blocker to go with 20 points and 10 boards a game. I mean, this guy is a potential superstar and obviously the key for this club moving forward.
Now here's Evans, averaging 13 points a contest. Gordon dishes to Evans. 4 on the shot clock. Lets it go from the wing. No good off the back of the rim.
You know, that mid-range jump shot is not his strong suit, even when he gets a good look like that.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Kevin, thank you. I was able to talk with Lionel Hollins for just a moment. One player who's really on his mind in this matchup is Eric Gordon. He said of Gordon, he can shoot with deep range and has the strength and explosiveness to go by you if you overcommit and finish or get himself to the line. So he's just an underrated scorer in this league, and it's going to take a total team effort to slow him down. Kevin, we'll see how they do.
Thanks, Doris.
Look now at the last month for the Nets. How did they stack up in the league statistically over that time frame? 5th in fewest turnovers per game, 14th in free throw shooting. And for opponent scoring numbers, not so strong. Only in the top 20 in the league in that category. They leave a lot to be desired.
Numbers, the lack thereof. I mean, that's impressive. This is a very well-coached, disciplined team.
Now here's Williams, averaging 16 points a game. Anderson passes to Lopez. Young outside, lets the 3 fly. The offensive rebound goes up again. Evans with some nice D. New Orleans leading by 4. Here's Cole. Gordon, and the layup is good. Gordon's got his second bucket of the night.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Boy, the field goal percentage is fantastic. Exactly the kind of start they were hoping for.
Now, here's Lopez. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Denver.
And a gigantic game for him at the free throw line. I mean, he was initiating contact and really hunting those whistles from the referees. Poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
Pass to Norris. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans.
And again, a few more points added to the lead. They might be ready to pull away here.
I wouldn't be surprised, Steve. As well as they've got it working right now, that could be the case.
Now here's Williams. He got right to the cup using that screen. Got 5 now.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy do. Very, very well done.
A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Jins is checked in. Anderson comes in for Omer Asher. Cunningham, he's checked in for Cole. And it's Pondexter in for Eric Gordon. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Jordan, he's checked in for Lopez. Plumlee comes in for Young. Caron Butler's checked in for...
You're up. Let's go.
Trying to do my thing.
And here is Williams. From the arc, and he gets it to go. Williams has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Nets. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. Pelicans on top. They lead by 7. On New Orleans, back in a moment.
This Friday, February 27th, Dwayne Wade and the Miami Heat hit the road for a duel with the New Orleans Pelicans. Live from New Orleans. Big-time hoops coming your way.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you guys think?
And a good start for this club. I like the way they played together, really moved the ball and did a nice job offensively.
Yeah, excellent ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard, too.
Norris, he's in at center. Quincy Pondexter out there with Ryan Anderson. Then there's Tyreke Evans, and it's Gordon in at the 2 guard. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. Evans passes to Norris. Another shot, and there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for New Orleans.
We got a storyline here. If it goes on for the rest of the game, it could be all those points they're getting at the foul line.
And they're knocking down that mid-range jump shot, too, so they're really doing a nice job offensively.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Withey's checked in for Pondexter. And it's Norris Cole in for Tyreke Evans. The Nets also changing it up. Brook Lopez is checked in for Jordan. Young comes in for Plumlee. And it's Johnson in for Caron Butler. Clock is at 3. Here's Johnson. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Johnson's got his second basket of the game. Brooklyn Nets come into this one following a loss to the Nuggets in Denver.
Now, Kevin, I'm all for aggressive defense, but they were over the top in that game and wound up in a lot of foul trouble.
Well, Steve, you and I both know it, Kevin as well. There's a difference between being aggressive and being reckless. Clearly, they were the latter. You know, one of the things the Nets did last year that was pretty impressive, they found value in a number of players who had been overlooked by other teams in the league.
Gordon off a pick from Norris. Gordon goes in, lays it up and banks it in. Gordon's got 6.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Outside check, out to the right wing. Here's Lopez. Nice D from Norris.
What a ride it's been for him as he went from being off of every team's radar to being in the starting 5. Quite a journey.
And you have to think that there are maybe 29 teams, but at least some teams just kicking themselves for not seeing the potential in this kid. I mean, it's crazy to think that this is just the surface of what he can do. Well, it wasn't a textbook pick, but he still managed to score. Good concentration on the fence.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Guys, over this last break, I listened to Monty Williams address his team. The strategy included running the offense through Gordon. Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. He also said something you don't hear too often from a coach. He told his guys they should have a shoot-first mindset instead of trying to be, quote, too cute with the ball. They're not going to wait for halftime. They want those adjustments to have an impact right away. Over to you, Kevin.
And thanks for that story, Doris.
You always want a player to have his head up and to be surveying the court, but not if that's going to be the result.
And Jack kicks to Young. Back to Jack. Just 5 on the clock. And the 3 off target. New Orleans leading by 9. The dish to Gordon. Out of bounds, Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession. And the players on your screen now have been experts with the ball in their hands for the last 10 games, leading the small forward position in assists. Joe Johnson for it.
The passes we've seen some of these guys make from the wing are outstanding. Truly gifted distributors.
Yeah, and one of the passes that you really need to prioritize and be able to make is that entry pass, getting that ball inside. Accurately throwing it into the low post is really a bit of a lost art in today's game.
And here's Anderson from the arc. Offensive rebound, Nets. Tries yet again. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. Tyreke Evans is checked in for the Pelicans. The Nets have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
Thaddeus Young is a left-hander out of Georgia Tech. Only played 1 year in college and has really rounded into a nice pro. He's a very unique player. He's a face-up, slashing power forward with a lightning-quick first step. And he's really hard to keep in front.
Shaq with it. 5 points in the game. Johnson with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. There's the triple. Johnson can't hit. And Thaddeus Young able to outquick most of his opponents, especially Steve in transition.
Yeah, nice spin move, getting to the rim, and a creative finisher in close. He's got the hook, the scoop, the floater. This guy's dangerous in a lot of different ways. Boy, I'm shocked he didn't make that one. He usually knocks that one down with ease.
And Jack kicks to Lopez. Ring shot on the way, and it comes off the front of the rim.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
You know, the height difference there is huge, but he canceled it out with great body control in the air.
Exactly, Steve. He got to the hoop and wouldn't allow himself to be manhandled by the big boy.
Cole dishes to Evans. Cole, the pass to Evans. There's a good screen. Right wing. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. There's Gordon with the 3. The rebound by Brook Lopez. Nets trail by 10. Johnson kicks to Jack. Lopez sets a screen for Jack. Nets passing it around. Puts it up from 7, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. The Pelicans have gone 5 of 12 from the field here. Evans attacking. Another shot, and he sinks the layup.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash-mouth basketball, guys.
Love it. Old school. Just physical play in the paint. Dominate.
And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. New Orleans making some changes here. Jensen's
That's how we do it. Good work.
All day long.
Jordan, he's checked in. And so we conclude the first half. Pelicans lead by 10. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Karan, what do you take away from the first half of play as to what the team needs to do when you guys come out to start the second half?
You got to come out with a lot of energy and just keep everybody involved, mentally.
Okay, fellas, nice job sticking to the plan in the first half. Now let's widen the gap and get these fans even more fired up. I'll say this, we kept a very tight handle on the basketball, and that's something I always like to see. The fewer turnovers, the...
Has to make good decisions. That's what he's doing here so far.
Pelicans leading by 10.
It took some time, and fans might have been unsure for a while, but clearly the Pelicans have a direction for this team now, and I think they're a franchise on the rise.
Kicking off the second half, here's Lionel Hollins 5. Young out there with Brook Lopez. Then there's Darren Williams. Then there's Anderson, and it's Johnson in at the 3 slot. Here's Young. Tries again. Rejected by Norris. Out of bounds. Next ball as Brooklyn keeps possession.
And with a quick break in the action, let's take a look at some of the stats for Deron Williams. He's getting around 16 points a game, 7 assists, and 3 rebounds. And those are tremendous assist totals. You don't even need the numbers, really, to see just how confident he is with the ball in his hands.
Yeah, that's really accurate, Steve. I mean, he is loving playing the quarterback for them.
Johnson, wide open. He fires.
And offensively, they have yet to hit a shot. Slow start here to the second half. 4 straight misses. They've got to find a way to get back on track.
Gordon goes in. Brooklyn with the rebound.
And with the Pelicans getting a franchise big like they did with Davis always helps, but they're also active in acquiring talent to grow around him.
For the Pelicans, getting young talent is one thing, and they want to make sure, Clark, that they got the right talent to fit alongside their stars.
Kevin, I really think sometimes the cohesiveness and the fitting of the parts is overlooked and undervalued. And the Pelicans are trying to make that a real priority. Not only do we want talent, but we want it to fit together nicely. And you got to give them kudos for that.
That's a good point. And he makes both free throws.
Deron Williams has really good size and strength at the point guard spot. And once he gets a step on the guy, it's hard to push him off his line.
Here's Norris. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. Evans has got his 4th assist in this one.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Williams attacking. Lopez sets a screen for Williams. Anderson dishes to Williams. Johnson outside. And again, it's the Nets missing. And Williams with one of the better post-up games among point guards thanks to his strength.
Yeah, shows that veteran savvy. You know, he can hit you with the fadeaway or get you up in the air and work himself to the foul line. So, you know, this guy's a handful anywhere on the court.
Can't connect from short range. New Orleans leading by 12. Pass to Norris. Kicks it to Cole, expanding his range. Here's Hushik. The rebound by Anderson. For Brooklyn, they've got a paltry 0 of 6 to begin the 3rd quarter. What a terrible start to the half. Young sets a screen for Williams. Back to Anderson. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Anderson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And let's see now which shooting guards have been on target the most over the last 10 games. 3rd is Eric Gordon.
Just ask this group. Sometimes when you're hot, you're hot. And it's a comforting feeling for a coach to know you've got one of those guys roaming the perimeter.
And not just on the perimeter. I mean, all of these players drive the lane very effectively. Yeah, they're excellent outside.
For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the 3rd quarter. Well, we're into the 3rd quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. That's going to be over and back, not watching for the line that time. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You take a look at the Thunder. Very strong season they've had. Always, they're in first place and contention for that. Exactly where they want to be as they close in on the postseason. And the New Orleans Pelicans, they have a lot of ground to make up.
When I look at New Orleans, you know, it has not been the kind of season they had mapped out for themselves. Their sights were definitely set a little higher than what they've achieved.
Well, it's not been a total disaster, Clark. They're still perched in a spot where they can make a move, but they're going to have to do so pretty quickly.
And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That's on Brook Lopez.
Well, trade rumors circulated around Eric Gordon last season. Makes you wonder if there was some buyer's remorse from the Pelicans after they matched the Suns' 4-year, almost $60 million offer sheet.
Withy's checked in for the Pelicans. Lopez sets a screen for Williams. A nice shot by Anderson.
That's just a case of two teammates working perfectly together. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Evans outside. Dishes it to Gordon. Beyond the arc. And Evans gets it to go on the assist by Eric Gordon. And that's 15 points for Tyreke Evans. Nets trail by 12. Williams kicks to Johnson. Lopez, a screen on Evans. Young in the corner. And the Nets, another three.
Incredible. Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball with one of their own.
Let's keep this thing going, guys. I love seeing a three-point battle like this.
Cole, the pass to Gordon. The feed now to Evans. Unloads from 13. Shot is off. Good defensive work there by Young. Johnson outside. Young sets a screen for Johnson. Baseline try, and a little luck that time, but it drops. Johnson's got his third basket of the night.
Very effective screen to set up the jumper. That was the key to that play.
Here's Cole. Right now averaging 7 points a game. He dishes it to Withy, and that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
You know, guys, looking at the Pelicans over the last 10 and how they compare to the rest of the league. First in lowest turnovers a game. First in opponent points per game. And they are in the top 10 in field goal percentage. This is a team that shows excellent discipline at the offensive end.
And what's most impressive out of all those numbers, Clark, is the few turnovers that they commit. Because now all of a sudden you're executing, you're putting a lot of pressure on the defense because they know they're not going to force a lot of steals and get out in transition to find easy points.
Evans passes to Norris. Second chance shot. And just miss after miss right now. Nets trail by 5. A three from Anderson. It's rebounded by New Orleans. D's got 11 rebounds in the game.
The Nets brought in a lot of talent before last year. Even though they had the big-name stars starting, they were actually a very deep team.
Well, now they're just going to town on it.
Yeah, you'd think these defenders would have done a little more to put a stop to that stuff, Kevin, but so far, no go.
Well, a phenomenal aerial assault there, fellas.
Plumlee sets the pick for Williams. Shot off the pick, and the jumper is on the mark. Williams has got 12 in the game. Guys, as you said, the Nets stars got a lot of the attention, but they would go to the bench often, and Steve, it would pay off for them.
Well, they were second in bench minutes played last year and also top 5 in points off the bench. So, you know, this was a deep roster, and it really came through for them.
And there's the pass to Withy. Clock at 4. Lopez with the steal. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And, guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Evans outside. Shot clock at 6. And it's sent back by Lopez. And now here comes Williams leading the break. Feeds it to Jack. Lopez, a screen on Gordon. And Jack kicks to Williams. And a great assist by Jack as that one goes in. Williams has got the game tied up here for the Nets. 2-for-1 opportunity here if they want it.
That's what I do. Make sure you get a couple of shots here to close this quarter.
Evans kicks to Gordon. He feeds it to Anderson. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Here's Norris. Nice shot from 10 feet out. D's got 13.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
Lopez sets a screen for Williams. Lopez kicks to Anderson. Williams with a clean look. Jack. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
Feels like a flip has been switched at halftime because both teams now really getting after it.
And it's been a fun half of basketball, Steve.
That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. From New Orleans, back in a moment. And now we present our State Farm assist of the game. With 5 total assists in the game, we've seen some great passing tonight from Darren Williams.
And his passing ability is why they make sure the offense runs through him on a regular basis. Great assist like the one we just saw.
So he's
Tyreek.
Get that man a bucket of water, a ladder, and a squeegee, because this fool was cleaning the glass tonight.
Hey, man, I'm just doing what I can, bro.
Let me tell you something. You bust your butt every night like that, getting position, snagging 50-50 balls, crashing hard to the glass, you're going to be in this league for a long time.
Hey, like I said, I'm just trying to stay hungry, stay humble, and do my thing whenever I get called.
Humility looks good on you, man. Keep it up.
Let's go all the way into the bag, Mr. Bishop.
You had a tough time taking care of the ball tonight. Why?
There's actually no excuse. I have to be more deliberate with the ball. Whenever you get careless with the ball in this league, teams will make you pay. And that's what happened tonight. I got to be more careful.
Okay, Eric, you're up.
You were a beast on the boards tonight. Was it frustrating that your teammates weren't pulling their weight?
We were all out there working, man. I mean, the ball just happened to be bouncing my way. That happens sometimes. There's no need to make a big deal out of it.
You?
Yeah, first game as a starter. Feel good?
Yeah, man, felt great.
Yeah, even though you displaced one of your teammates from the starting lineup?
It's a business, man. I'm just trying to handle mine, all right?
Tell that to the other guy.
Hey, man, the other guy's my brother, all right? I bleed for him. He bleeds for me.
And I think that answers the question. That's all the time we have, folks.
I don't care if you're in grade school or the NBA. This game is all about solid fundamentals. Let's get some extra work in here. Gotta get better every day. I've told you 100 times,